Hello, my loves, and welcome to this month's reading for Gemini. This is going to be for the month of July 2023. As always, too, I would recommend watching these for your rising and your sun sign, since they are general readings. That way you can kind of take what resonates and leave what doesn't for yourself. So let's get right into it. And if you love my readings, be sure to hit that like button, comment below, share, or subscribe. Let's see what Spirit has for Gemini this month. We have like 7 planets retrograde this summer, so it's gonna be fun. All right, Spirit, what does our Geminis need to know? What guidance and messages do our Geminis need this month ahead? Okay, Gemmy Gems. We got 5 emotional loss. Nasty. Let's see what else. 9 fulfillment of wishes. All right, we got a lot going on already. 6 victory and success. And then 7 deception and envy. Interesting. Let me kind of sit with these for a sec because there's a lot of different things coming up for me. I feel like you're in this tug of like really loving life and then really struggling with life. I don't want to even say it's like a limbo, but the emotional loss isn't necessarily new for me. This is kind of the energy that you've been in for quite some time. So this is when, we're grieving, and Spirit is reminding us this grief that we're going through is necessary for our growth. So this is something, unfortunately, that we've had to experience, we've had to face. And maybe there were things that we had been ignoring about ourselves or have put on the back burner, old feelings around self-worth, feelings around just like facing this like kind of bit of depression we might have had for quite some time, or feelings of just inadequacy or unhappiness that were lingering behind the scenes for quite a while. So again, I don't see this necessarily as a new emotion or a new experience for a lot of you. I do see this as a low lingering depression for quite some time. And when I talk about depression, like, I've definitely experienced depression quite a bit, and it's very hard when you're in it to see, first of all, a way out, how to cope, how to figure out tools to use, right? How to even figure out how the hell you got there sometimes. Like, you're so clouded by just feeling like shit, right? You're just clouded by it. So I do feel now in this month you are trying to take care of that more and more, because it did get to this higher level, or it grew stronger, so you were kind of forced to deal with it, right? So that came on by a loss or health, I'm hearing. So some sort of loss where you couldn't just ignore how you felt any longer, and it exasperated it, if that makes sense. This loss could be someone passing, someone very close to you just cutting ties, leaving your experience, or loss of some sort of function, because I'm hearing the health aspect is prevalent for some of you. So that really was shining a light kind of on things that were suppressed for you. But then you have 9 fulfillment of wishes. So I feel like I got so much to say right now, Gemini. This card is beautiful. One of the best cards in the deck, in my opinion. Getting all things you've ever wanted and having those things come to fruition. 9 is also a number of endings, completion of a cycle. So I do see you this month moving out of this space quite a bit. There might be some things, of course, you still have to work through. I feel like there are practices that you're going to embody that you continue to do for a long time. So this could be like journaling or doing mantras, or, if we're going back to the people that are dealing with some health issues, certain foods that you're eating, supplementation, herbs, stuff like that, that just become a part of your practice. I think before you didn't have this really good practice or the right practice for you, right? Everybody is so different. The things that we need are so different. The foods that we thrive on, the lifestyle that we lived, you're just sort of now figuring out what's making me feel good and what's not. And like I said before, you could kind of ignore this or just kind of push it to the back burner. but now it's at the forefront of your attention. So then with the victory and success, love this card, coming through a difficult time. So that's very reassuring, because I know I've been saying a lot of crazy shit already to start this reading. And then 7, deception and envy. This one's interesting to me. I'm feeling like some of you were in a shitty dynamic with someone. Like you were deceived by someone didn't have your best interest in mind. It triggered things for you. It brought up a lot of old wounding for you. And you're just like recognizing now maybe signs that you can look for in the future, or feelings that you might have ignored or told yourself, oh, that's not a big deal, or something like that. So you're really becoming more aware as time goes. You know, we get to revisit things again and again and again. It's cyclical, right? We don't just like process something and we're done forever. Usually it comes back up. We get to see it with a deeper perspective as we grow and evolve. So a lot of that's happening for you this month, kind of like epiphany moments around what we can do differently, maybe things that we've missed, and also just like not blaming yourself for things going to shit in a particular relationship. Like it's not something that's going to hold you back for the rest of your life. I feel like for a while you have felt that this has really weighed very heavy on you, and you're like, how long is this going to hold me back? How long am I going to feel like this? But it's not going to be forever. Let's see what else we have. Oh, this card, stop. 9, spiritual strength, is literally your guys being like, just hold a little bit longer. You're almost there. It's almost done. I mean, come on. Is that not just what I was saying? 9, we know. Number of endings, completion of a cycle. So I just have like so much love I feel for you right now, Gemini. You are really clearing a lot of old stuff, and you operate, I feel, very differently than the people that you were raised with. So a lot of you are choosing a different path than maybe your family, or, you know, kind of, again, it comes back to health for me. So there were like chronic health issues. This could also be mental health issues that you've had in your family, and I feel like you're one of the first ones, if not the first one, to be like, this shit ends with me, and I'm gonna try different ways to address this, whether, you know, this is like supplementation, different healing modalities for your physical body, mental, emotional. There's so many different ways that you can address this, really depending on what the ailment is, and you are trying the different things. You are seeking to do things just differently. Then you have 1, love begins, beautiful. 9, suffering in silence. And then 8, power card, beautiful, beautiful. Last few cards. 1, love begins, pouring your own cup, or filling your own cup first and foremost. Something you might not have done before. You are really feeling the benefits of taking care of yourself more than anything, making sure that you feel good, and realizing that if you feel good and you're taking care of yourself, you are going to even be more available for other people and for the things that you really enjoy in your life. So it's worthwhile prioritizing, right? It just kind of trickles that energy into everything that we do, which is beautiful. 9, suffering in silence and power. Let me speak to these at the same time, because the 9, suffering in silence, is something that I feel you got to get out of. So if you have been like hesitant to kind of open up and share your story, maybe, you know, looking into doing therapy or trying a different therapist or practitioner, healer, mentor, coach, whatever that looks like for you, it's a good time to do so. If you're really feeling like, you know, I'm not 100% myself and I don't feel amazing still, but I'm just trying to like power through it, go, you know, get the help that you need. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. You're a human being and you've gone through a lot of changes. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with needing to take care of yourself or needing outside help to do that, right? Especially 8, power card. It's all about like tapping into your inner strength and finding that inner strength within yourself. But again, with the suffering in silence, for me, it's like, if you're having a hard time doing that, do not underestimate using resources, using tools, using other people to help get you there. Literally, we're like bred for community. If we didn't have community, what would life even be? If you were just here alone on this planet, like, how boring of a life would that be, right? So don't be ashamed to seek help, seek community. You're going to realize that like so many other people have gone through maybe a similar situation or similar feelings as you have. So there's absolutely no shame in that. But taking care of your mental health is going to be a priority this month. Allowing yourself forgiveness for maybe not taking care of things sooner or not realizing things sooner that needed to be changed or needed to be dealt with. That's okay. You're a human. You did the best that you could. And what is a sense of beating yourself up about it even more, right? You know, this was just a learning lesson for you, and you're only going up from here, and you're only learning more about yourself from here. You're only going to deepen your love with yourself and others from here. So to try to remain open, I know you're going through the uncomfortable feelings, but I hope that that gives you some clarity this month, Gemini. It can help you through all the things. As always, if you like my channel, be sure to hit that like button, comment below, share or subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.